Hey everyone, remember that time I shared my failed Akara recipe with you? Well, the game has changed. I have finally perfected the best Akara recipe. And let me tell you, this Akara is going to make you say, why didn't I try this sooner? Crispy, fluffy, and irresistible. Let's dive right in. The type of beans you use will determine the texture and outcome of your Akara. In this video, I am using milk beans. I started by soaking and peeling my beans. Once the beans was nicely peeled, I added atarodo, tatashe, and onion. Because I don't have a high performing blender, I decided to take it to a commercial grinding machine. After grinding, I transferred the batter into my mixer. I put it on the lowest setting and allowed it to fluff the batter. It's not a must that you use an electric mixer. You can fluff manually with a whisk. Now, this is what a well-fluffed akara batter should look like, and this, my people, is what is going to give you the best akara. I dissolved my seasoning cube in boiling water because anything that will not melt should not go into your batter. I added some salt as well and tested my oil to see if it was ready, and then I began to fry. I used my measuring spoon to scoop the batter into the oil. Feel free to use anything that works for you. You want to be careful when doing this so that it doesn't lose shape. You want it to be round and beautiful. Just look at this. Now you want to flip it over one after the other. Make sure to reduce the heat because you don't want it to be undercooked and overly brown. So flip, flip, flip. You want to smartly and gently flip everything over. Remember, this is just the very first batch. We have more batches to go. Once you flip it over, allow it to fry and cook for some time so that it's not undercooked, and then it's ready. You can take it off the heat, take it out of the oil, and then proceed to the next batch. What does this remind you of? Agege bread. By now, we already know how to scoop our batter into the oil, so I didn't want to bore you by showing you that process again. Now proceed to flip every single thing over with a skewer. If you don't have a skewer, feel free to use a fork or anything that works for you. I posted this recipe on my WhatsApp, and here are some of the comments that we got. Someone said akara like puff puff. Another person said with peak milk and custard, she's going to sleep for like 6 hours. And then we made people realize that it's about working smart, not only working hard. So using a mixer makes it easy. Making akara is not as hard as you think. You just have to work smartly. Just look at the result. Look at how crispy, golden, fluffy, and beautiful this akara looks. Compare this with pap, custard, or soft bread. And for more content like this, you know what to do. Subscribe, my people, till I see you again.